Aristotle was an ancient Greek philosopher and scientist whose work established the foundations of Western intellectual history. He is widely considered one of the most influential figures in human thought, having systematized logic, biology, and ethics. His approach to the natural world helped move philosophy from abstract theory toward empirical observation. He was born in 384 BCE in the city of Stagira in northern Greece. His father, Nicomachus, served as the personal physician to King Amyntas of Macedon. This familial connection to medicine likely fostered Aristotle's lifelong interest in the physical world and biological observation. At 17, Aristotle moved to Athens to study at Plato's academy, where he remained for 20 years. While he respected his teacher, he eventually diverged from Plato's emphasis on abstract forms to focus on observable reality. After leaving the academy, he travelled across the Aegean and briefly tutored the young Alexander the Great. Aristotle later established his own school in Athens, called the Lyceum. Here, he and his students conducted research into nearly every field of knowledge available at the time. In the realm of logic, he developed the syllogism, a form of deductive reasoning that remains a standard in philosophical argument. This method allows a conclusion to be drawn from two given premises. His work in biology was particularly extensive. He observed and categorized over 500 species of animals, organizing them into a hierarchy based on their physical characteristics. This was one of the earliest systematic attempts at biological classification in Western history. Aristotle also proposed the theory of the four causes to explain why things exist or change. These include the material, formal, efficient, and final causes. This framework was designed to provide a complete understanding of the purpose and composition of any object or event. In ethics, he argued that human well-being is achieved through the practice of virtue. He described virtue as a balance between two extremes of behavior, often referred to as the golden mean. For example, he considered courage to be the middle point between the deficiency of cowardice and the excess of recklessness. His political writings examined various forms of government and the requirements for a stable society. He argued that the success of a state depends on a strong middle class and the consistent application of the rule of law. These ideas influenced the development of later political theory. Despite his contributions, certain aspects of Aristotle's work have faced significant criticism. He argued that some humans were naturally suited for slavery and held views on the biological inferiority of women. These perspectives were used for centuries to justify social and gender hierarchies. His geocentric model of the universe, which placed the Earth at the center, was also eventually proven incorrect. For nearly 2,000 years, this model was the scientific standard until it was overturned during the scientific revolution. These errors are often cited as examples of how his authority occasionally slowed scientific progress. Aristotle's influence persisted through the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, deeply shaping Islamic and Christian theology. Today, his work is still studied for its insights into logic and the nature of ethics. He remains a central figure in the history of science and philosophy. His systematic approach to gathering and organizing information created the template for the modern academic discipline. The breadth of his inquiries ensured that his name remains synonymous with the pursuit of comprehensive knowledge. He provided the tools for inquiry that would be used by scholars for millennia.